Hey everybody, happy Thursday. If you are coming on live, as always, please do drop into the comments below hi and where you're tuning in from and your name, hashtag live or hashtag replay if you're watching on the replay. Please tag some people. Please share this video, like, love, engage, support it any way you would like. And also, just to let everybody know, in just about 2.5 weeks, Nancy and I are doing our first free 3-day simple content creation workshop. So teaching people how to create engaging content on social media, including LinkedIn, repurposing, scheduling, creating consistency in your messaging, pillar content, content buckets. All of those things will be covered in the 3 days that we work with you. We have... Crazy enough, in only about 12 days, we have close to 250 people already registered, which is just mind-boggling. So if you would like to register, just drop an I do in the comments below at any point live or on the replay, and we will get you all registered. And, if you are registered, please do share the registration link. We have a goal of getting 500 people registered for this event so we can impact more people and more lives. Now, so again, if you're coming on, hi, and where you're coming in from in the chat box below, hashtag live or hashtag replay if you are watching on the replay. So what we're going to be talking about today, it was something that I did in a poll. And also, if you have your morning coffee, please do continue to enjoy it. I asked my audience about, what scares them the most on LinkedIn. And the overwhelming majority of people said that they were very intimidated by live video. And again, I totally get that, and I totally resonate with that because it can be scary. It can be, a challenge for some people. Hey, Rochelle, good to see you jumping on. But what I do know is that, every master was once a disaster. And T. Harv Eker says this all the time. And I do know that when you get better at certain things, when you put yourself, it's constantly refining and retooling everything that you're doing. Hey, Martin, good to see you jumping on. And live video, even though it is a very scary and daunting thing for a lot of people, live video will help your business in so many ways. If you want to generate more revenue into your business, showing up live on video will help bridge that gap between people not knowing who you are and people wanting what you have to offer. And again, I can't express to you how powerful it's been for myself, for Nancy, for our company, for the people that we work with, like those that really do choose to put themselves out there in that live format. It really benefits you in greater ways that you can ever imagine. So again, before I get to the 3 tips, if you're coming on live, hi and where you're tuning in from in the comments below, or hashtag live, hashtag replay if you're watching on the replay. Please share this video, tag some people, like, love, support this with whatever emojicon you want, whatever you can do. And again, it's just one of those things where I just appreciate all of your support. And there's my buddy Bobby. Good to see you jumping on. Now, live video. There are 3 ways that I have seen it create income. And if you commit, in all honesty, if you commit to doing 1 LinkedIn Live a week, over time you will create income. And here's how. Well, the first way is that if you really commit to doing LinkedIn Lives, it builds that trust and rapport for people to check out your profile or website if it's listed on your LinkedIn profile. So you have to think about the journey that you want to take someone on. So when someone is new to my network on LinkedIn, they somehow stumble upon one of my trainings that I do twice a week. They'll click on me and they will check out my profile. And if you have your profile set up the right way, it's going to organically take that person on a journey from the headline, which lists the keywords and bullet points of what you do. The About Me section, where it lists your journey and how you help people. your featured content, your contact info, which should have your website and your calendar link, your experience section. So now that person that has been watching you on live video, where you're over delivering on content, they're now intrigued. They're now curious. Curiosity is the first phase in getting people into whatever kind of marketing funnel that you have, or trust and rapport phase where you're really looking to build that with people. You have to create curiosity. And how do you create curiosity? You create curiosity by delivering a powerful message that is speaking to someone's pain point. You deliver a message that is filling a void, a gap, or a hole in that person's business. In this case, there's someone that may be watching right now that really wants to improve their LinkedIn Live strategy. So they're watching this to understand the importance of wanting to do LinkedIn Live, which in turn would have them kind of look more deeply at what I do, check out my programs, follow my content more, engage more often, and inevitably build that trust and rapport. And you guys have heard me tell you this before, that no one buys anything from anyone that they don't know, like, and trust. So if that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the comments below. If you've come on late, please do say hi and where you're tuning in from, or hashtag live, hashtag replay if you are watching in on the replay. And please do share, tag some people. But also, if you have not yet registered for our free 3-day simple content creation workshop that is happening from March 28th to March 30th, completely free. We're teaching you all about how to create, repurpose, and plan out your content. Just drop an I do in the comments below and we will get you registered, because we have nearly 250 people registered in just about 10 days, which is amazing. So doing LinkedIn Live, one a week, builds that trust and rapport for people to check out your profile if it's filled out the right way, if it's listed, and go to your website so you can really start taking them through that nurture sequence and that way of creating that connection between that person that doesn't know you, but now they do. Now, the second thing is it will encourage them to reach out to you if they ever need any help. Every week, without fail, I have someone that reaches out to me on LinkedIn based off of either a post I've done, most likely a video that I've done, and asks for help. And what would it be like to work with you? Could you help me with this? What's your advice on that? You want to position yourself as the problem solver, the solution maker. So if someone does need help with a specific area of their business, guess whose door they're going to knock at? Yours. So by being consistent each week on LinkedIn, doing that LinkedIn Live each week, where you're teaching, where you're educating, where you're informing, where you're building that know, like, and trust, when the pain becomes great enough, they're going to reach out to you. They're going to contact you. They're going to ask for that help. They're going to reach out and say, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? You spoke about it like it's ringing so true. You have to think about, whenever you're providing content on any social media platform for that matter, especially LinkedIn, and when you're doing it in a live format, you'll be amazed. It's easier to talk about what you love and what you do longer than you can think. So when people hear that you have to be on LinkedIn Live for at least 15 minutes, that literally makes their skin crawl. Like, I can't talk about that for 15 minutes. You'll be amazed. You'll be amazed. People can talk about what they love and what they know for a really long time. Because intuitively and organically, you don't have to think about what you need to talk about because you know it already. This is the misconception of going live on video. Everyone thinks that they have to plan out everything. Yes, it's okay to have talking points like I do right here. I always have 3 or 4 talking points, but I can riff on those talking points. Every one of you that's watching right now live or on the replay is just as gifted in that same way that I am. I don't have to think about anything that I have to talk in regards to LinkedIn because it's all I've been talking about for the last 8.5, almost 9 years. I know it like the back of my hand at this point. Just like all of you know something about what you're doing. You know, Rochelle knows a ton about the benefits of living a non-toxic lifestyle. You know, Martin knows a ton about understanding people's personality types when it comes to buying processes. If my buddy Bobby's still on here, he knows everything there is about positioning yourself on in your business, but also your offering. You know, what is that offer? Positioning statements. So all of you know exactly what it is that you should be talking about. You're not making things up. You don't have to really stretch too far. You produce the content and you talk about the things that you know best. That's why when you guys see me come on live, you know what I'm going to be talking about. You know I'm going to be talking about something related to LinkedIn because that is what I know best. And Bobby, he's in here. Bobby, if you want to comment, just put your name in there. I can connect you to him. He's amazing. Now, and you know we've done some work together. I've helped him with LinkedIn. I'm speaking to a mastermind of his, but he's been on my podcast. You can check it out. We did a great interview about a month or 2 ago. So again, when you show up and you talk about those things that you know really are your zone of genius, it will encourage people to reach out to you for help when it's necessary. So if that makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the chat box. Now, and if this has helped so far, type it has. Now, the third and final thing is you position yourself. So when you go live each and every week and you talk about those consistent things, you position yourself as the expert in your space, which will create more opportunities. I was hired by 2 separate organizations, paid speaking engagements in April, based on the consistency of how I was showing up on LinkedIn each and every week. I've been asked to go on podcasts because of how I show up on LinkedIn each and every week. When you are consistent in that way and in that fashion, you inevitably and organically are viewed as the expert in that space. Now, the misconception is this. When someone hears the word expert, they think it's that 10-year, 10,000-hour habit, right? Which in certain things, yeah, you become an expert over that time period. But just remember, someone is considered an expert by just knowing a little bit more than someone else. Someone is considered an expert by just knowing a little bit more than someone else. That's it. Because if you think about it, if you know something that someone else doesn't know, they're looking to you as the expert. They're like, man, I didn't know that. Thank you for sharing that, Martin. I didn't know that. Thank you for sharing that, Bobby, Rochelle, Mark, whoever. You need to position yourself in that way. That positions you as the expert in your space. So again, going live once a week on LinkedIn will build that trust and rapport for people to then go and check out your profile on LinkedIn, go to your website if it's linked, book a call. So make sure it's set up the right way. Going live once a week on LinkedIn, it will encourage people to reach out to you for help as you solve their problems for free. And number 3, it positions you as the expert in your space, which will create more external opportunities for you and your business. So if this all makes sense, drop a Y or a yes in the chat box. Please, as always, leave your biggest takeaway below as well. Would love to hear from you. And again, if you have not yet registered for our free 3-day simple content creation workshop, March 28th through March 30th, just drop an I do in the comments below, and we will send you that registration link. So everyone, please enjoy the rest of your days. Love and gratitude to each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you next time.